What's up, y'all? It's Ebb and Flow with another video. Please subscribe. All right, so I'm going to be talking in this video about identity theft where you least expect it. All right, so let's say you go into the mall with your woman or whoever you go with, or if you go by yourself. Beautiful day out, you're going to the mall. You get to the mall. Have you ever seen at the mall those like nice cars that are sitting out there in the mall, like the beautiful cars and stuff? And they'll be like, yeah, there'll be a big sign and it'll say, sign up, put your email and your phone number and stuff like that. And you know how they have a list and everybody is dozens of people just filling out their phone number, their name, and their email. That's all they ask you for. And you don't think nothing of it because, well, they're not asking for any real personal information. What could they do with my name, email, and phone number? And you're not even thinking that deep into it. You're just thinking, oh, this is a raffle. Well, now whoever put that raffle out there, whoever put the car there, that is the whole setup. Nobody is going to win the car. They just wanted as much people's information as possible to sign up. They want you guys to sign up. And, now they got your name, your phone number, and email. That's really all they need to start digging deeper into your personal information. Now, boom, from the raffle, they got your information. And now they might give it some time, let it sit for a little bit. But that list is what they and maybe a team of people are going to just call one by one and see if the number's still working. They'll look up that person's name. Next thing you know, they find other information about you, because you could just Google anybody's name. Like it's that simple. And then you could figure out more stuff about that person. This is just how I personally think. You get what I mean? When I go places, I don't want to give my personal information to them because I think they could do something like that. So the example that I just gave, I'm not saying that they would be scamming, but I think of the worst type of stuff like that. You don't want to just willy-nilly be giving your information out to people. You don't know these people. You don't know what they're about. You didn't even probably check their website, whatever. And even the website could be a scam. You get what I mean? So you just never know. You got to be real careful where you put your information. And this also goes to reputable companies and stuff like that you think are legit. And you willy-nilly just give your information over. Now, that's just one example what I gave you, the mall. Because like I said, I've seen that a couple times. And me personally, like, I would not do that. First of all, I'm not interested in the raffle. But it does make me think deeper that, wow, people will really like willy-nilly just put their email down. And then other people who are passing by the table could see all your information. They could see the list of people. Maybe they take a picture of it. So now so many people, imagine if people think like this, right? Now, so many different people have your information because as a part of the scam, you were very interested in just winning a car. You were very interested in just winning the raffle and you want to be cool. Like, oh, out of all of these people, I'm the one that won the prize. I'm the one that won and whole time you're not going to win. They just finessed you. They just finessed you out your information. They got your identity. They got, and they could do whatever they want with it. They could make IDs. They could do whatever they want with it. They could, whatever, you know what I mean? So I just brought this video to y'all because, certain situations you get yourself in, certain places you go, if something is too good to be true, if something just seems funny where they're trying to get your information, first of all, with anything, don't just be willy-nilly giving your information. Now I have to go to the Social Security office tomorrow to get a brand new Social Security card because the one that I already have is kind of like, I've had it since I was born. So it's kind of like rusty. It's like fading. It's brown. And there's a big crease that goes down the middle that blocks the two numbers. It blocks the last two numbers of my Social Security number. So, the job that I just applied for, the job that I just got, they told me when you get a chance, get a new Social Security card because this one, I'm not sure if we put this in the system and it's going to make you bounce from the system because I can't see the last two numbers on the card. Even though you're telling me your social security number, I highly recommend you just get a new card. So I thought of this video because everywhere you go in life, and like for the most important things that you need in life, you at some point will have to give your information to them. This could go for medical records when you go to the doctor. This could go for banks. This could go for employers, obviously. A lot of you work. And at some point, you have to give away your information. I don't trust those people either. That's why it's very important that you check your credit report every once in a while to see if there's anything on there that you didn't do. And you got to check it often because these people who you are trusting with your information could just do whatever they want with it. If they want to, you get what I mean? Because not everybody's corrupt. Not everybody's corrupt. But a lot of people are. You get what I'm saying? Because there is major opportunity in getting your information. You get what I mean? So you just got to be very aware for that. You got to be very aware of that. I don't trust employers. I don't trust anybody. So when I do give my information to somebody who is halfway, I know I have to give it to them. I take a risk in doing it. So I might do it because, like I said, let's say it's for something important. Like I said, medical records or something like that. You have to give it to them, but I know when I give it to them, it's a risk. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Anything else that is kind of not important, if it has to do with like what a lot of people are just so attracted to, like prizes and raffles and stuff like that, I don't fuck with them. You get what I mean? Because like you rather, it may be true, but you rather just not. Like, first of all, it's just, I'm just never been interested in raffles. Like, why do I want to do that? You get what I mean? Like, I don't even know nothing about these people. I don't know nothing about this company. So that's all I'm saying. And scams could come from all different directions. Do you ever get those random phone calls during the day where you don't know you've never seen this number before, and they just call you? How do these people get your number? Like, really ask yourself that. How do these people get your number? And then when you answer the phone, sometimes they don't even say nothing, because we all know the other scams where people are calling you and you answer, and then they got some bullshit they're trying to tell you. Probably it's somebody Indian, probably it's somebody probably one of them Nigerians. You get what I mean? Like, who, I don't want to make no stereotypes. You get what I mean? But anyways, whoever it may be. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just being honest. Most of the time I get on the phone, it's somebody from another country that could barely speak English. How are these people getting your information? How are these people getting your number to even call you? These texts that come through on your phone. You get all these texts talking about, God forbid, like, I hate, and that's why, like, I hate going through the job process in general, and like job hunting, looking for a job, because when you do that, if you go on LinkedIn and stuff like that, now all of your information is on LinkedIn for employers to see. And if they wanted to, they could just take your information. You get what I mean? And flip that shit. Like, that's the other thing. People sometimes, when employers, when these like companies and stuff, when all they do all day is get people's information, they also sell it to other people. They sell it to scammers they know, because certain scammers know what to do with it. So it'd be like, oh, I need that. You get what I'm saying? And so they'll sell your information to other companies. It's like a big data breach. Like, I can't explain how this works more than these people already just are doing it to you, but it's being done. You get what I mean? Like your information is out there no matter what. Even if somebody hasn't done something to your identity yet, your identity has been out there. If you've been to the doctor, if you've been wherever you go, your information is out there. So, and then people will act so surprised. They'll be like, oh my God, how did somebody drain my bank account? How did somebody, like, I just had $800 in there. Why did somebody spend your money? Like, chances are you probably were willy-nilly giving your information to somebody who you thought you could trust. You get what I mean? And, like I said, it could even happen to the best of us, because we give out information to even I'm talking. So let's say you people who ignore those raffles and the bullshit that I'm talking about, but you still have to go to the bank. You still have to go to the doctor's office. Those people are not to be trusted. To the Social Security office, like I said, I have to go there tomorrow. I'm taking a big risk with giving them my information so I could get a new card. Because, master scammers, who have that mindset, like, who wouldn't want to work in a job like that? They just get information, all day. Especially, like, and whatever they know how to do, if they know what to do with it, of course they're going to work there. And of course they're going to just, take advantage of their job. You got to be very careful when you're going out here. Uh, like I said, like, and then, the work from home scams, I don't see how anybody falls for that. Like, those text messages you get and it'd be like, oh, you can make 2,000-3,000 a day. You know what text I'm talking about. Comment below. Oh, you can make 2,000, 3,000 a day or whatever, or a week. Don't make it sound good, like 2,000 a week. And you have to be over the age of 21. Like, it'll have certain typos in the text message, and they'll be like, let me know on WhatsApp if you're interested for this opportunity. If any of y'all are falling for that scam, like first of all, like, I don't even see how it works. Meaning this, how does this work on people? If people are falling for that scam, anything where it says WhatsApp, Telegram, how are people trusting, these text messages? How are people thinking that this is a real legit opportunity? Once you hear Telegram, WhatsApp, or any other stuff they talking about with apps and stuff, it's a scam. Like, and I shouldn't even have to be saying this in the video because a lot of you should know this already, but most of the people that are falling for these scams are probably like really young people who just turned 18. They don't know anything about life. And even them, they know well enough that if somebody is mentioning Telegram, if somebody is mentioning Cash App, it's obviously a scam. You get what I mean? Probably other people who would fall for these scams are immigrants, because they don't really know how the economy, they don't really know how the world works in America. They don't know how, they don't know how systems work in America. So when they get random phone calls and stuff, and they're immigrants, they probably come from nothing. They probably hear such a great opportunity, such a great, whatever, it sounds so good to them that they willy-nilly, oh yeah, sign me up. They'll send all their money to them. They probably thinking that they're going to double their money because the person on the phone told them that they were going to double their money. And then they get finessed.